and having to take the money that I do have and spend it on things that I don't really want to spend it on. So in my mind, in the retirement years, if you can absolutely take advantage of a product such as a reverse mortgage to help your enjoyment factor in life, make that higher, I think that's a good thing. Kenny, how do folks reach you, brother?
924-0807 is the best way. Myself, I'm on the road a lot. Feel free to call me anytime, 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock at night. Doesn't make any difference. 924-0807.
Fantastic. Kenny, thanks for coming out today and hang out with us if you want to.
Absolutely.
And chime into the conversation. Folks, a little bit of an update on coming change in the mortgage lending world and the real estate world for that matter is the upcoming TRID change on October 3rd. TRID stands for Truth in Lending, the TIL and RESPA integrated disclosures. We're going to have a new set of disclosures, but it's more than that. There's going to be some new time frames set onto your closing. In fact, one of the things that is kind of upsetting some people's apple cart is the fact that your closing documents have to be completely ready 3 days before you close. You know, you always have heard when you refinance a house, you have that 3 day of right of rescission after you close before your loan actually consummates. Well, in this case, the loan technically will consummate on the third day after your loan docs have been generated. So there's a 3 day cooling off period before you close, and then that's gonna challenge the market a little bit. And you know, in our world, things move really, really fast. In our world, clients sometimes are really, really slow in getting documents or correct documents to us, and many times we're doing that doc and closing all on the same day, and that's getting ready to change, folks. I'm letting you know that if you need a source of information, if you're a real estate professional or an investor out there, you need this information, we have a presentation packaged and ready to deliver to you or your team at a moment's notice. So just call 934-1400 or catch me online at roger@uclknox.com. I will get that information out to one of our agents, and we'll schedule that meeting and get your training set up and done. In the studio, I've got Miss Anna Whitworth from United Capital. Good morning, Anna.
Good morning.
Now, when I was talking with you yesterday, we were talking about some things, and kind of the tune of the subject matter came to me as being prepared. Okay, I'm a Boy Scout leader, and our Scout motto is be prepared. So when we were talking, you were saying that in many cases, clients are out there looking around and something trips their trigger. They see a house, they pull a flyer out of a box in front of the house, and the next thing you know, they're in a contract to buy this house, and they have no clue what they qualify for. Is that what you were talking about?
I was.
Okay,
actually.
so let's dig into that. What should people be doing?
People should be, first and foremost, they should be getting pre-approved. Okay, a lot of agents nowadays won't even show a property. They might show properties to you for one day, but for the most part, you need to know exactly where you stand on payment, what you're comfortable with, what things are going to cost, because time in this industry is very valuable, and you need to put your mind at ease as well. What I have been running into lately is, for whatever reason, a borrower has been out looking pre-approved with maybe another company. The agent gets a phone call from them. They're like, I'm pre-approved for this amount. And so they say, well, it's been a few months. You really might want to call Anna, check things out. And when I re-pull their credit, they've gone in and made all kinds of changes. Change is not bad, but when you're going out and you're getting furniture loans and taking out a Home Depot card and getting a new car payment, that pre-approval letter that you once had is no longer valid.
Is now null and void.
Exactly.
Right?
So it's kind of like the open policy. You have to disclose everything to me. Even if I pull your credit and there's not something listed, you really need to tell me, because, I had a client last month and I pulled their credit and there was a credit card that showed up with no balance. Well, they went back, found a house, everybody was good to go, and I went ahead ahead and did like an update just to make sure nothing had changed. And they ran up quite a bit of credit card debt within the last month trying to get their house prepared to sell. So, and they bought another toy, which, now, yes, it threw a big wrench in things. So we just have to make sure that we communicate with each other and disclose pretty much everything to me so I can put a good plan together for you.
Fantastic. And one of the things that I see in this early stage of buying a home, they're looking for a home, Whitney, and they're out there marketing them, looking at marketing materials, they're online searching, they're seeing the interest rates, and when they call and they get that pre-approval, that's pretty much all it is. It's just is only as good as the paper it's printed on, without actually looking at income docs. Most of the problems that I get involved with in the office deal with income situations.
Exactly.
where the customer said, I make X number of dollars, but when the documents finally come in, it's a different story.
Yep. I've actually ran into that with quite a few clients, not counting payments when they should have been counted towards their budget. And, it's every company does have different guidelines. And I have about a 95% success rate in getting those back into good shape to where we can close on that, but it just stresses me out.
Well, the best,
and my client.
The best thing to do, what I always tell our clients is, if you're thinking about buying a house, if the thought bubble is in your brain, don't do anything else. Call United Capital Lending. Bring me your W-2s, bring me your pay stubs, bring me your tax returns, bring me all of this information, and we'll sit down and we'll figure out, okay, this is what your paper says your income is, not what you think your income is, because there's a big disconnect there many times in what allowable income can be used and whatnot. So we'll tell you what your income is, and then we'll take that number and derive what you can qualify for on a home purchase. And we'll give you the most you can qualify for. Many times someone may qualify for $1,000 a month payment, but maybe they only want an $800 a month payment. That's what they have budgeted their life for. So they're well under the money in that situation, but it's always better to know before you go in, especially if you're a real estate agent out there. You don't want to be showing someone 10, 15 homes if they don't even know if they're truly approved for a loan yet. There's a big difference in being pre-qualified and fully approved. Anna, what other information would you like to share with folks before we cut to our next break?
Really quick, just don't wait until you have a month left on your lease. Don't wait until you're having a baby the next month. Don't wait until you're getting married the next month. It's all about timing, and our industry thrives off time. So if you have the idea in your mind that you want to buy a house within the next 6 months or a year, now probably will be a good time in case we have to put a little bit of elbow grease into things. And just in case next month you see that house that you want to buy that really struck your attention, you know that, yes, I will be able to afford that home. And you can put an offer on the table and feel very confident that it's going to close.
Absolutely. And, I do say that if you think you may want to buy a house